Finally, I want to touch on the clinical study that we're planning. And the study it's pretty unique, and I'm very excited about it. It's called a dengue human infection model, or a challenge model. I know that you're intimately aware of this style of clinical trial. Could you briefly describe the study and what you think the advantages are of it for a company like Island Pharmaceuticals?
Sure. So human challenge trials, they've been around for over 100 years. And basically what you do is you take a weakened form of a virus or a bacteria, or in some cases a parasite, and you expose healthy volunteers so that you can study what the effects of that infection might be. And if you're able to reproduce a mild form of the illness, then it allows you to very rapidly test vaccines or drugs or small molecules or immune-based compounds in a small number of people in a safe environment and in a very controlled way. They've been doing dengue challenge studies since the first paper was published in 1902, so a really long time. There was a period of time where there weren't that many people using them, because they thought that solving the dengue problem was going to be kind of straightforward. But there's been this resurgence over the last 10 years or so, and more than a few groups are now trying to develop, including my own, are trying to develop challenge models. I think the value of the model is that, again, in a very safe environment and in a small number of people, it can give you a very clear and early signal of what the potential is for that compound to have clinical benefit in humans. And you don't have to, you're not doing guesswork with mice because they lie. You're not trying to do studies in non-human primates because non-human primates don't get sick from dengue, but people do, right? And that's what we're trying to do, is protect people from getting sick. So that's kind of the basis behind it. And it's a relatively simple study design where everyone is blinded to who's getting the treatment and who's not, and then everyone gets exposed to a weakened form of the virus, and then you measure outcomes: who gets sick, who doesn't, who has lab abnormalities, who doesn't, who has replicating virus in their body, who doesn't, and this is something that regulatory authorities they are very sophisticated on. Especially for dengue, very sophisticated on this model. There's been lots of discussions with them. They've given pretty clear guidance that they see value. They see value in these studies, and there's also precedence for other. In the case of vaccines, there's precedence for challenge data supporting licensure. We've seen it with flu vaccines. We've seen it with cholera. The malaria vaccine development community uses challenge studies all the time. So I really like them. I think that they can really help to de-risk development programs.
Stephen, thank you very much. That was fantastic. I've really enjoyed talking with you today.
As did I. Thanks, David.